Hello, my friends. Welcome again to this new lesson of learning English. Our new lesson will be about how to make and respond to requests. So, what is a request? It's asking someone to do something for you, but politely. For example, would you erase the blackboard, please? The answer? Yes, teacher. The next one, it's cold in here. Would you mind closing that window, please? Certainly not, sir. So, in this lesson, we are going to know how to make a request, to respond to a request, and to refuse a request from many examples. So, let's begin by making requests. We use, for example, would you plus infinitive. Please. Like, would you like me to answer the phone? Or we can use also, would you mind plus gerund, ing, please. Like, would you mind opening the door for me, please? So, if you accept to open the door, you will say no, certainly not, or just no. But if you refuse, you will say yes. Another way to make a request is using do you mind plus gerund, like in this example. Do you mind coming with me to the library? So, if you refuse, you will say yes, I do not have time. But if you accept, you will just say no, or of course not. We can also use can I plus infinitive. For example, can I help you? So if you refuse, you will say no, and if you accept, you will say yes. We can also use could you plus infinitive. For example, could you help me to mend my bike, to repair my bike? So if you refuse, you will say no, and if you accept, you will say yes. We could also use do you think you could plus infinitive, like in this example, do you think you could help me to find a flat to rent? So if you refuse, you will say no, for example, because you don't have time. And if you accept, you will say yes, of course. Let's go. We could use also I wonder if you could plus infinitive, like in this example. I wonder if you could help me to prepare for the English exam. If you refuse, you will say no, and if you accept, you will say yes. The last way is using I would be grateful if you could plus infinitive, like in this example. I would be grateful if you could deliver this document to my teacher. So if you refuse, you will say no, and if you accept, you will say yes. So in general, if you accept the request, you can answer by using yes, of course, or certainly, yes, sure, sure, no problem, yes, that's fine, or with pleasure. But if you refuse, you can say certainly not. No, I'm afraid I can't. No, I'm sorry. Or sorry, I can't. Now let's make some exercise. It's time for practice. For example, if you want to ask your friend to give you his umbrella or her umbrella, so what you would say? Yes. Could you mind giving me your umbrella? Now ask your friend to open the window. Yes. Can you open that window, please? Now ask your client to fill in this form. Yes. Would you fill in this form? And the answer, when he accepts, is yes, with pleasure. Now ask the waiter to bring you an orange juice. Yes. Could you bring me some orange juice, please? And he answers, yes, certainly. Now ask your friend to call you back later. Would you mind calling me back later? You want to go to the train station and you ask someone in the street. Could you show me the way to the train station? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe.